Good morning, good evening, and good night, everybody. It is 1:33 in the morning of March 20th. We're here. We're gonna do some chest tries and shoulders today. It's always fairly important that you warm up, especially for a chest day. Well, for all days, I guess I should say, rather. But it's always important that you warm up. The music in here absolutely sucks today, but no, it's gonna be a good lift. Gonna have a good day today, and wishing you all the best. Remember to drink some water while you watch this video, and let's get right into warming up a little bit. Music is absolutely not it today, but it is what it is. Again, I had said this before previously, I don't have any headphones, so this is very much something I'm subject to. Now, this is the first lift in a while. My hat doesn't fall off. This is the first lift in a while that isn't a deload week. So, something recently that I came across, if you're looking to sort of increase maybe your strength in bench, is to not have your elbows, necessarily flared out directly to the side while you're benching, but bring them in a little bit. You get a little more power. It's a little more efficient than lifting normally. And honestly, actually, I'm not really feeling a whole, laying down bench press sort of thing. I think we're gonna hit an incline today. Just as the first exercise. Because I just woke up, I'm a little groggy. So pardon me while I, start yapping, I guess. While Michael Jackson plays in the background. Here we go. Walk out my lens here. The pre-workout hit on the way here. I was listening to like this random Spotify mix that Spotify makes for you. It's like a rap mix. Not bad, to be honest. So it's definitely some songs that I've never heard though, to be honest. So, or maybe I have in the past and it's playing them now, but I don't know. It was a little all over the place genre wise. Some of them were like actually kind of slow songs. Like J. Cole was in there. I've never thought of J. Cole as a hype rap artist in my entire life. There we go. Now again, I'm kind of weak on chest days, bench press. It's not really my thing. I'm definitely a chest, or not a chest lifter, a leg lifter, my heart. I'm not going to increase the weight at all, honestly. We're going to keep it at 45 still. I think in the last video I did like, 45 minute 10, but Eliza isn't here to sort of help me out with that. And obviously I don't have a really bad habit of not counting my reps. I'm absolutely terrible at it. I just kind of go till I'm really feeling it and I'm kind of tired. This is the main exercise that, I do to feel it in my chest or in my triceps, either way. Bench press for me is, and this is why I don't lift too heavy on it, it's more of a sort of warm-up exercise for the rest of my body while I get into the motion of using my chest and my triceps. And, my front delt. So we're not just doing chest and triceps today, though. We got some shoulders for you guys because we don't want shoulders, we want boulders. We'll get underneath here for another set. I think that's enough yapping for now. Oh, this is uneven. I just realized that, but it's alright. Here we go. Oh, flared my elbow out a little bit there. Gotta keep that tucked. I kind of did it again there. Yeah, man. Oh, push. To be honest, I think that was only like 5. I'm actually gonna drop this to 35. I don't feel what's it called. I guess I am feeling a little weak today if I'm dropping it down, but you know, we're all about building muscle, keeping the tendons healthy and stuff like that. So, the reason I'm dropping this actually is because I don't feel like I'm getting quality reps that I need. I feel like I'm just throwing the weight around right now. Which is all right sometimes, but you know, I don't necessarily like to start off every lift just throwing the weight around or something like that. I'd rather say that for like a tricep sort of lift or something like that. Dude, the music is absolutely terrible today. What I can only describe as like 80s pop and maybe 90s, a little bit in there. I don't know. But I'd rather say 80s to be honest. Let's get underneath here for this last set and really try to get some quality in here. Oof. You know, I'm feeling a little stronger. Get that shoulder tucked in. Cheated there a little bit for that last rep. Not gonna lie, bounced it a little bit off my chest. Used the momentum there a little bit. But you know, I'm honestly not too mad about the way that lift went. Just some squeezing going on here. Gonna try and move as much of this weight as I possibly can, to be honest. Well, maybe not as much as I possibly can, but decent amount of weight, you know, for sure. While we figure out necessarily what we can get done today. Gonna really squeeze at the end of these. Want to feel it in my triceps. We're gonna have one other tricep exercise after this. It's probably gonna be some sort of single arm tricep exercise. Probably just some pulls, some cable pull downs. But as of right now, we'll probably just stick with this and then hit some chest flies somewhere, probably in a different room because it's kind of crowded in here today. So, well, I say kind of crowded. It's really empty, but you know, yeah. All right, I'm not gonna do 60. That feels a little heavy to do for reps. We'll go 40. 40 pounds. I'm not Sam Sulek, and I don't want to hurt my elbows. So, Now, something I find that's at least a little helpful when I do these is, and sometimes I'll do these with the rope in order to add a little bit more instability, but I end up only being able to do like 20, 35 pounds maybe when I do it with the rope. So it's not my favorite exercise to do with the rope, to be honest. Oh, but this exercise, I find it's really helpful to just get a little more leverage by bending over the weight, and then just trying to bring it to your pelvis almost while you pull down and really squeezing at the end there. Coming up slow, down fast. But if you're really trying to just feel that mind muscle connection, and I'm actually starting to get a little cooked here, um, you would rather just go down real slow, squeeze, and come up. But ooh, hold on. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Yeah, that's good shit right there. Love this. This right here, this little guy. Love him. Love him for sure. I can't wait to hit these single arms, man. I know I was feeling definitely, uh, I would say a little fatigued, but I don't even know how many I did there. Um, and it felt relatively easy. So, honestly, I'm going to move this up to 50 pounds. Move this up to 50 pounds, really continue to focus on that slow motion coming back up and pushing down as quickly as I possibly can. It's really the only advice I have for something on this, other than that leverage that you really want to get. Some people do it just standing here and just pulling down, straight down. I find that doesn't get the best stretch, for me at least, in my triceps. So I really like to get that leverage, really feel that sort of stretch when I'm here, and then come down, really squeeze as much as I possibly can. And that's where the rope has an advantage to something like this, is that when you squeeze with a tricep extension, you can extend out with the rope. So you can pull down like normal and extend out for that extra squeeze. You can't really do that with something like this. It's a little bit harder to do. It's just depending on what you're feeling today. You know, I'm feeling like working with these bars sort of today. So, you know, roll up the sleeves a little bit. Maybe maybe you'll see something. See something you like. You know, maybe hit a. No, I'm not gonna farm for likes and comments and subscriptions and stuff like that. That's not me. I just do this shit because I think it's fun. So, and I like to document my fitness journey, I guess. What? I've turned around China, but to find you, like the laundry cleaned. I don't want to break out in the song in the middle of this gym. Break my stride, nobody gonna slow me down. Oh no. It's not a bad song by any means, but it's not a. It's like this is like cardio. This is cardio music right here. This is cardio music, man. Everybody in here is lifting weights. There's not a single cardio machine on right now. That's so crazy. There's not a single cardio machine on in this place. And we're listening to cardio music. Give me some rage funk. Give me some rage funk. Give me give me give me something I can nod my head to while I'm lifting, dude. Random side bit. So I woke up, and ever since I woke up from my sort of nap, I've had this pain in my nose. Kind of like I scratched the inside of it or something. But I don't know. I don't know. It kind of feels a little swollen, like there's a pimple growing on the inside of my nose almost. That's nasty. That's nasty as shit. But whatever. All right, 50 pounds. Here we go. Hold on real quick. My grip's faltering a little bit here. There we go. Oh, that's better. Oh my god, it's playing Firefly. Alright. No. I definitely did those reps with some bad form, to be honest. Knock this back down to 40 here for a second. I didn't really feel that in my tricep at all. Just think about bending my elbows rather than, there it is. You know, maybe I should stand up like everybody else does. No, I'm definitely feeling it, but I feel like I'm maybe feeling this a little bit in my shoulder. Because now I definitely feel like my triceps swelling up and stuff like that. I I can't believe this is what is playing right now. Where several are, if my dreams get real bizarre. All right, let's get this last set. Move on to some sort of chest flies. Hit the last tricep exercise and to some shoulders. Oh, this is a lot better. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, but GoPro's already at like around 60%. I think it's because these are a little bit longer of a video format, and honestly, the video looks a little bit crisper today. Or maybe it doesn't. Maybe I'm crazy, but I feel like it looks a little bit crispier than normal. We're gonna do 17.5 on both sides. See how this feels. One of these is higher than the other. Oh, there it is. Now it's at 6. I had it at 8 before. Ooh, here we go. All right. There it is. Yeah, something I found that's helpful with these is getting a little bit of leverage with one foot and then just going. honestly, that's all I need for that. Just lost hearing in my left ear. Something I tend to do whenever I really physically exert myself is I tend to lose hearing in one of my ears. I know it sounds maybe a little crazy, but it's really the truth. Seriously. Not quite sure why that is. Don't know what kind of phenomenon that is, but it's something. All right. So we're gonna hit some single arm cable extension for the tricep here real quick. Gonna set it to 22.5. We'll see how we're feeling there. Triceps are already a little bit cooked, so I'm not really caring too much. So I gotta help myself out a little bit with these by pulling down the rope. I'm not too worried about that, but let me move that a little bit. Get this as best as I can. Maybe get you guys a better angle, but I don't want you guys staring at my ass. You know? I don't know. We'll try this angle first for this first set and see. Ooh. Maybe if I do it like this. Oh, pump. And that's what I mean by just sort of helping myself out. Push that bar down just a little bit. Oh man. Look at those veins. This is my freaky. Someone had mentioned before that my veins looked kind of crazy. So, a little piece of candy for you guys, I guess. Just in general, the left side of my body is weaker than my right side. Would be such a glaring issue in these videos if I would count my reps. Like I said before, I don't count my reps. It's a terrible habit. Don't do that. It is my worst habit. Absolutely my worst habit. I feel like, other than like, maybe poor form whenever I'm starting to get a little tired, or overlifting the weight I really should be, when I'm really feeling like, yeah, I'm strong, I could lift this weight, but then I don't feel any mind muscle connection. But again, I'd said previously in another video that it's been proved, well, not proved, but there's new research about how the mind muscle connection maybe isn't as important as people thought it was with exercises. So I'm gonna grab a little bit of water here. This is a reminder, as always, even though I mentioned it before about drinking water at some point in this video. Drink some water. If your lips are dry, drink some water. You'll thank me when your lips are all nice and soft. We'll honestly probably only do one more set of this because triceps are feeling a little cooked. To be honest, we'll do one more set of these. Maybe we'll get some light posing action in before we start some shoulders, and you guys can really see what we're kind of working with here, at least tricep wise, before the pump disappears. Maximum pump. Just find a little nice little corner. There's not a lot of people in this room, so, well, there's nobody in this room other than me and you. Ooh. Oh, I need better grip than that. Let me squeeze this. Ooh. I told you guys, I'm feeling kind of cooked. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, almost dropped it there for a second. All right, one more. That was really cheap on this last one, but it's all right. We'll get this left side done. Get a tiny little pump show off. Tiny little show off for the pump, you know. All right, here we go. Ooh, no, okay. Sort of freaky looking thing we got going here. Let me take my hat off here real quick. Yeah, dude. Yeah, man. It's feeling pretty good. Alright. Oh, yeah. Now, this is like what I wanted to show off when I was doing sort of the back day exercises. Now, I'm not quite sure how much you guys can actually see, but no, that's a feeling and looking pretty gnarly to me. Now, the lighting in here isn't the best or anything like that, but you know, I don't really have a definitive way of posing too greatly, so I'm not really quite the best poser or anything like that. I haven't really had the time to work on that, but my goodness. Yeah, that's looking pretty fucking freaky, man. Love that. I want to, real quick, hopefully. I want to show off my chest a little bit, but I don't think I can here. You know, just pull this down a little bit. But you're seeing at least a little bit of freakiness there, too. Definitely feeling it. Nice little. Anyways, let's get to doing some shoulders here real quick. All right, so I got this set up kind of across the way. I'm not too worried if anybody walks in front of it. It's not a big deal, anything like that. We're gonna sort of get this shoulder pump in after that nasty freaking tricep pump. Now I wish I would have shown you guys like sort of a chest pump after doing those flies, but didn't really have the option to do that. You guys are kind of far away here. I might zoom in a little bit in the video. Probably not though, to be honest. It's not really that big of a deal. We got 55 here. Gonna see how that goes up really, and then maybe change that depending on how I feel. You know, the triceps are kind of cooked, so yeah, 55 is fine. Ooh. I'm gonna move it down to 40 just so I can feel a little bit of an extra squeeze, and then we'll probably move on to some sort of like side or like some lateral shoulder movement. It seems like there's one over there, but I'll probably do it with some cables rather than doing it with the machine. It is honestly that my shoulders are giving out right now. My shoulders feel really weak. Call it there. Get some lateral raises here. We're gonna do some lateral raises here on this cable machine right here. We're not gonna lift too heavy, to be honest. Probably set it to just 17.5 actually. It was actually already at kind of the perfect weight here. So we'll do the 17.5 and hit some face pulls. Show off the shoulders a little bit, the boulders, and honestly, get the heck out of here. Maybe hit that other chest exercise I was talking about. Honestly, might not even do 17.5. That's feeling a little heavy. 12.5 might be it. Yeah, that feels a little better. Don't want to hurt myself, you know? Now, I'm not sure what this quite looks like for you guys. Probably just looks like I'm sort of raising the thing up in the air. These are a great way to honestly keep some tension on your shoulder the whole time you're lifting. And you can go relatively light with this exercise as well, keeping it relatively safe to do, to be honest. And the thing with a cable versus doing this with a dumbbell is that you can do what I just did there, which is help yourself a little bit to get the most you can out of a set here. Come on. Now, what I try to do, sorry, I'm a little out of breath now. That last one I was really fighting for. I had to use a little more of my arm than I wanted to. What I really try to do with this exercise, especially when you know, I do have to help myself, is I try to just use as little of the extra help of my arm as I possibly can, because it's mainly for whatever shoulder you're hitting, so you want to keep as much tension on here as possible rather than just like just getting the weight up or something like that. So I really like to focus in on what I can do, which is that, and keep that tension, just helping just a little bit to get to the top. Not waiting can be a great way, at least in my opinion, to reach hypertrophy a little bit faster. Is it hypertrophy? Don't remember the word. Whatever. And sort of, hold on. Yeah, no. All right. And sort of what I love about this also is when you do this exercise, it's not like the lateral raise machine where your elbows are sort of bent in. You can really get a full amount of extension as you possibly can on this machine by really just focusing on your shoulder here. Now, normally, I normally have my shirt off a little bit by now, just to make sure I'm really getting as much tension as I possibly can. A little cheaty there. One more. Oh no, not one more. Whew. Whew. They're firm. They are firm. All right, let's get these face pulls in and get a nice little shoulder shot in, and get the flip out of here, man. You know, it's 2:47 in the morning. I'm gonna come home. It's gonna be 3 in the morning, and have to let out my dog. Just make sure she doesn't pee on the floor. She's actually got a urinary tract infection right now. It's been sort of a scary time for her. She's been limping a lot. I don't really have any footage of it or anything like that, but it's not really something we can afford to pay for at my house right now. So it's been an interesting couple of days, that's for sure. Maybe I'll start something to get her surgery done or something like that, as much as I can, you know. If she needs another surgery, you know, it would be the second one she's had. So really just need her to stay healthy as much as possible. Oh yeah, 32 for this is probably fine. Now, what I like to do is literally just let all my weight sort of hang back and just really focus on squeezing and bringing back with my rear delts. Try not to use any of my back as much as possible. And sometimes that just means not bringing your arms the whole way back, and really just focusing on where you can feel that sort of weight move through there before you start bringing your shoulder blades too close together. At least that's how it is for me. Now, my rear delts are super weak, arguably just as much as my. Okay, that was a bad set. That was a bad rep. Let me shut up. All right. Whew. Yeah, that's good. Feel that for sure. Now we're playing Ariana Grande. Dude, I'm very confused about the vibe right now. I'm gonna bring it up to 42. No, that's crazy. It is quite a bit heavier though. Oh, but it feels so good. All right, gotta remember not to use as much of my back. Really focus on the rotation of my shoulders. Sort of like you're opening a gate with your shoulders almost. Yeah. So like, what I mean by that is like, imagine you're doing sort of like this. Like you have the weight here, right? But you come, and instead of sort of pulling back with your back, you sort of just rotate your elbows out and pull back to get a better squeeze on it. But you should never feel your shoulder blades sort of coming together. You should just feel this sort of gate opening and just getting that squeeze from that. Freaking gnarly, dude. Look at those shoulders. Look at those shoulders. We're getting boulders. Flare my lats out a little bit, but oh man, some full babies right there. Let's see if we can get anything. See that? It's sort of like, I just think that's super sick when like the lighting hits right and you could see like sort of my shoulder muscle just like move there. But oh my gosh. All right. All right. Oh man. That that was freaking freaky, man. That was freaking freaky. Oh man. All right. No, no. That's a dude, man. This is nice. I like this. It's the first time in a while that I've been so proud of a lift. Let's hit a tricep here. Oh yeah, you can see that rear delt sort of popping out the back there too. Oh, freaky, man. Just absolutely love it. And now I just gotta grow this chest, man. It's my weakest point, I feel like, visually. Like, obviously, I sort of look like I have a athletic build, but my chest could be so much more developed, you know? So, work on that a little bit, even though I say I'm not an aesthetic bodybuilder. We'll see you guys on Glutes and Hammies tomorrow. I will see you guys then. So, peace.